Okay, so I am about to channel interview Saturn for ya and for me today. But what really accelerated me was a follower who had a question for Saturn that he wanted answered. So that is the first question that I am going to ask Saturn for this follower, whom I won't, maybe he wants to be anonymous, so I won't mention his name or anything. But anyway, it's gonna start with that question, and I want to know if you can hear me clearly through when I have, because I have these on now, and I want to know if you can hear me clearlier and better through these than me just speaking right to the phone. So please let me know in the comments if the sound is better. But anyway, Saturn is always here with me. He's my primal god, with Pluto, of course, but I am closer to Saturn than Pluto, actually. Pluto is here and he's close, but he's like Pluto always shows up in a gorilla form, red gorilla form. Pluto, as you know, is known for in esoteric astrology, he rules the first ray, the ray of the devil. And he lords the sign of Scorpio. So he's very deep, and he's close to my ascendant. But anyway, in my Vedic chart, Saturn is conjunct Pluto in Libra, and well, they two mix, and it's chaotic, destructive, nocturnal, fucking shit hell of trying to get balance in that fucking sign with them. But anyway, I am going to channel Saturn and interview him now, because this YouTube UB, what did I decide to call you? UBs instead of 2Bs, because Uncle Birch, a witch that I follow on YouTube, he calls you who follow him 2Bs. So, but I always want my own mina egna begrepp. It's called in Sweden. In English, it's called I want to crown my own words. Something like that, if I tried to translate. But anyway, I always want my own expressions on things. The first ray in esoteric astrology that Pluto rules, he rules the first ray, is the ray of the leaders, all world leaders, the pioneers, lords over all kings, all rulers, all. So I'm a leader to the fucking, and it's exhausting. But anyway, I want to show you my altar for Saturn this evening, because I love him very much, even though he's got a pretty difficult personality, but he's very loving also. And I mean, a god not trapped in hell, but he's got his problems. But anyway, I want to show you his altar, so here it is. Come on, how do I... Got some wine for him there. I have some... he wanted Palo Santo, love when the gods express what they want, and always light a candle for him. And those two there, if they're out now, but anyway, have to buy new ones. And here in the incense burner is patchouli, an earth sentence, esoteric oil. He's earth and wind, as I know it. That's the sign he rules, earth and wind. 2 wind signs, one he exalts in and one he lords, and then he lords Capricorn, earth, the earth sign, and earth sign. So, but anyway, I'm going to channel him for you, and he has offered to possess me while I do it. Lilith possessed me slightly in the last channeling video I made. I don't know if I want to be fully possessed by him while channeling him. I haven't decided yet. Let's just see what happens, because you're gonna see if you intensely feel me out. You can see I'm slightly different depending on what spirit I am talking to, and it's because you always have a different persona in relation to all different beings that you're in relationship to. But these beings can also possess you if they want to, and it's kind of hard to keep them out, and I kind of also want them a little bit to possess me kindly and just slightly, just to show you that they're here, so you can feel that they're here. But when Saturn possesses you, I mean, I'm already Saturnian. I got him close to my ascendant point in Libra, where he exalts. That does to me that I am practically an incarnation of him already, so I can get very Saturnian when he possesses me. And but these are, it's gonna get clearer in the questions here. It's going to be more explained. But he's known to lord all darkness on earth, in the earth realm. He lords over all darkness, all that is black. Here when I live in Sweden, when October starts, the hourglass switches, and the dark time, the dark age, the dielectric part of the sun, when the sun goes into Libra, he goes dielectric, masculine, and the dark period starts, where Saturn rules the winter, or the coldness, the hardship, the snow, the freezing, and if you have arthritis like me, sheer pain when the winter comes. So, but I'm going to start with the questions now. Saturn, are you ready? And he sits by his table office. He's in the Galactic Federation, in the astral, and it looks like it's an office with glasses, so you can see right into the office. And he sits there by the table and goes a little, yeah, but still with humor, but he's like, oh, you know. So but he's in a good mood, and I gotta have some wine. Cheers, Saturn. I love you most of all gods. I love you the most. Always. I will always do. I'm Pluto, but Saturn comes first. I don't know why. I'm so Saturnian. Even though Pluto is closest to my ascendant, I love Saturn. Feel more Saturnian. I don't know why. Because Pluto is more esoteric and is beyond Saturn. You have to do your karmic works and to go beyond Saturn to reach Pluto. Okay. That was the answer to my question that came there. I don't know who answered it. I did said Saturn. I showed you when you stepped out of the karmic cycle to doing the inner works. I showed you that you were, I pointed you to Uranus, like you're beyond now. Uranus, esoterically, in esoteric astrology, Uranus rules Libra. So that's why he pointed to Uranus, like you're in Uranus now. You're beyond me. You're free. Okay. So, I love you, Saturn. But anyway, the first question, and this is for a YouTube follower that I assume is a man. Thank you for engaging. You really got me inspired and intrigued about this channeling or interview that I had already planned anyway, but just I'm kind of slow and soft and lazy, you know. I'm very much Venusian, you know, Libra-ish. Even though I have Saturn in Libra, Libra is lazy in Saturn. I mean, is lazy in Libra. He has to take it slow in Libra. I have periods of acceleration and slowing, you know, the slowing down, accelerating, slowing down, you know, trying to balance. Yeah, YouTube video. I'm doing, that's my boy. You want, Charlie? Will you say hey? This is my boy, Charlie. Really cute. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. My youngest son, he is also a life path number 9, the life path of the shaman. So I'm and he's like this he what's it called, he masters unconditional love. So I'm very protective of him towards the spirits, the demons, because they target him. And he's an asset to Earth. We need these unconditionally loving, they're called starseeds. But anyway, back to the question. You YouTube follower of mine, you really got me accelerating on this interview with Saturn. So thank you. Love Saturn. And this is an important question for all men, because Saturn, the darkness, is the primordial masculine force, and all men need this if they want to be the polar opposite to the primordial feminine, which is light. So if you want to practice tantra, for example, and keep your pole and dance with the feminine fully as a man, you should really master the dark masculine. So to the question, this is his question. My YouTube followers' question to Saturn is how to accumulate dark energy. How does one accumulate dark energy, Saturn? And Saturn is silent, and he just goes like this. He sits in his office, the Galactic Federation office that I spoke about. And he looks happy for the question, because he has waited for this, for people to start accepting the darkness again. It's been demonized and banished from the face of the earth, and it has caused a lot of problems, because the darkness is the healing force, the force in the body that protects you from diseases and helps you to survive tough diseases, like with the Black Plague. Those who had lots of Saturnian energy, dark energy, they survived the Black Plague, while those who didn't, who just followed the Jupiterian religious fantasy-based, unconsciously based, because Pisces represents the unconscious and just fantasy and stuff, amongst other things. But down here on the earth realm, we always just humans just follow for and suffer through the inertia, the wrong, does the wrong things. So most people died, but those who had lots of dark energy, lots of Saturn in them, they survived the Black Plague. And it has been proven that those who survived the Black Plague also survive and are immune to AIDS, the AIDS disease virus. So he's very important. The darkness is very important. So this is very important to both feminine and masculines. But it's very important to the masculine to know how to accumulate the darkness, dark energy. Especially if they want to be strong, masculines, and be able to really attract the primordial feminine, the light, life, and dance with the feminine properly. So the question is, How does one accumulate dark energy, Saturn? Do Tantra. Learn Tantra. Go deep within yourself. Learn to feel the masculine, feminine forces within yourself. And you can search me, of course. Work with me, of course. I'm quite difficult. I might demand much of you. But otherwise, just go deep within and search the darkness. And I would love it if you searched me, if you dare to search me, because I am known as the most maleficent, the most evil one. But I am also the kindest one, because if you are, the more evil you are, the kinder you also are. You're always both. Everything exists on a pole, as I have explained before. So the more evil you are, the kinder you are also. So if you really master evil and goodness and can balance these, you have attained mastery. But anyway, just search me, he says, if you dare. You have seen through this woman how I have treated her, and I have a difficult temper, and but I'm working on myself. I'm getting better, and I love engaging with you humans. I am the humanitarian, the spokesman of the people. I'm Robin Hood, the archetype, fighting the king when he's not just to the people. I love you, humans. I am humble. And I greatly appreciate your question, he says. Now I get a thought formed by working with demons to accumulate dark energy. Should they work with the goetic demons to accumulate dark energy? No, says Saturn. They are rising now, getting a chance to heal, but they are vengeful and psychopathic for what the humans have done to them, and untrustworthy. You shouldn't work with the demons. Seek them. Seek me instead, he says. Okay. Next question, Saturn. I just got to have some more wine. Why do I love you so much? Because you're mine, he says. Do you want to get possessed by me right now? And answer the questions from me, he asked me. Maybe I don't know, Saturn. I don't know. Should I say yes or no? I don't know. It's up for you to decide, he says. I can influence you more, so they can feel me more if you want to. Yes. Okay, I agree to a little bit more possession from you. And he laughs and he... No clear answer. Typically of the feminine. He laughs and does... I don't know what to do then if I can't get a clear answer from you, he says. Okay. So let's just skip it. Let's just take it and see where it goes. Question number 2. Why do I love you so much? I don't know, he says. Because I don't treat you right. I don't deserve your love. No, that's true. That is true. And now with the speakers on, I can move the fucking camera in every fucking way I want to. Just playing around. I feel a little affected by you, you know, with the fucking, what's it called, Brahma, what's it called, Uranian, eccentricity, is it called eccentricity? I'm Swedish, so these English words, I don't know. I need my lips red. I am dependent on the lips, getting the lips fucking smörjda all the time, smörjd. I have to do the on my lips all the time because I get uncomfortable otherwise, and I can't find it. Nah, I'm dying. I think I have it in a pocket here in a fucking sweater, but I can't get it. Where the fucking pockets? Now I'm dying. I can't live without my lip balm. Lip balm, it's called in. There it is. In another pocket. I put it. I'm so forgetful. Been all my life. Because I'm very Jupiterian. Even though I have Saturn and Pluto on my angles, I'm very Jupiterian. So I'm very, you know, like all, you know, like the visionary, always dissociating. But I guess it's because I have Jupiter conjunct Ketu, K2 in my tropical chart in Jupiter's own sign, where he's like very much of him, and in the tropical chart Jupiter is conjunct Ketu in Scorpio, Mars' sign, where he's strong because Mars is one of his real friends. So I'm very like a visionary, philosophical, but through the Vedic chart, Jupiter in Scorpio with Ketu, that's difficult past life karma, and Jupiter in Sagittarius it has just made me a chaotic, violent criminal with severe drinking problems. Like my alcohol temper. I could never drink alcohol because I got just ragefully like my father. He can't drink alcohol either, and I'm just like him. I just threw rage fits every time I got drunk. So I have really, really, really recently tried to master drinking alcohol without getting tantrums and throwing really nasty, when people get nasty on alcohol, it isn't fucking funny. And that's been a demon of mine that I have had to fix internally. So I started drinking much alcohol recently, just to master drinking without over drinking and getting these fucking overload alcohol hugely terribly rage like alcoholic rage tantrums. I don't know what to call it in English, but anyway. When my fucking mother, who's a collapsed narcissist, fragile narcissist, she just tried to punish me for it. Going into complex PTSD mode, trying to control me not to drink, even though I told her I have to start drinking to try to master my alcohol temper. Because I have to master everything. I can't live if I can't drink without becoming an idiot. I have to fix it. But she just goes into her fucking complex PTSD and tries to control me and fucks up my life, and it ends up with me trying to fucking kill her in our cabin, our summer place. I mean, it got really nasty. I fucking beat her up. Like, you've just been trying to control me all my fucking life. Now you make the same mistake over and again. Even though I have explained to you why I'm drinking now, to master my fucking alcohol temper, not to be like my fucking father who destroyed my fucking life, traumatizing me from when I was a little child, with his rage fits in his alcoholic fucking super tantrums, rage, just behaving like a monster on alcohol when I was so little, like in the most vulnerable age, like around 6 and 7, when you're most vulnerable to trauma. He started drinking and just acting out like a fucking idiot. And no one explained this to me, that your father is an idiot because he drinks. So I saw him just as a monster, and I hated on him, and I raged on him. I'm a Scorpio. I punished him. I went... I mean, I've been the worst of the Scorpio. Risen to the Phoenix. Now I am the best, the highest version of the Scorpio. But it's still hard to be a fucking Scorpio. No matter how you fucking work on yourself. No matter how you heal. Life is still fucking hard. Scorpio is not a pleasant sign. But anyway, it forges warriors. and now I just lost my thread. I don't know where I was. Where's Saturn, where were we? And he goes like, he just laughs, and he goes, I don't know. Did I get to ask you the second question? And he goes, you should know. Okay, fuck it then. I'll ask you. Why do I love you so much? The second question. I don't know, he says. And now he shapeshifts into Belial. Oh, please don't shapeshift into any other spirit, Saturn. Please respect me now. For the tubies also, the world, all watching. Okay, he says. But I'm ashamed. How can you love me so much after how I have treated you? I don't know. I telepathically tell him. Probably because you're an extension of me. Yes. Yes. Yeah, probably because I'm an extension of you here on Earth. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe because I love unconditionally. What do you think? Because you love unconditionally, probably. He says, okay. A little funnier question, not so serious. Gotta have some more wine. I am, and this is I am a perfected human. Now, I have worked on myself and my internal, and I have every, but still I'm flawed, and still I drink, and still I do whatever the fuck I want. I'm scorpionic to the fullest degree. I have all my planets on the Scorpio side, no one on the Rahu side, pushing me to the future, but I am to stay in the Ketu scorpionic castle, or in the tropical chart Sagittarius castle. But I mean, Ketu in Sag, my Sagittarius is just a criminal, just a chaotic criminal. If you research Sag deeply, it isn't just philosophical and kind and light goodness, philosophical good. It's also chaotic criminality, and Jupiter, he expands everything. So and when Jupiter is in nice, he's much worse, not nice. If he's a criminal, he's a worse criminal than everybody else. He just expands everything positively. So yeah, I've just been a crazy Jupiterian, Sagittarian, Viking warrior criminal, and that's what I have relived this life before I got out of the karmic cycle. But anyway, why do I love you so much? And he goes, and he answered that. But okay, next one. Do you, Saturn, my favorite god, even though you're so... That started with Lilith. You see, when you channel these spirits, you kind of get possessed by them and your behavior changes. It becomes kind of like you're on drugs, but you're not on drugs. There's a risk with channeling, that you're going to lose yourself a little bit, because the spirits affect you so much. But anyway, Saturn, as he goes, do you have a prime wife in the astral, or goddess, or a human as a prime wife? No hand before. It's no, and he snuffs. No, he goes instead. No. Not much for the feminine. No, and he cries now, and he cries. He shapeshifts. He turns into a kind of a jelly-like pile, sad thing that looks really funny, but he's actually sad. I don't know why he shapeshifts into that, but usually they are disincarnate humanoids with me, but sometimes they just shapeshift all over into anything and everything, and they have a hard time being authentic and stand up for their true emotions and stuff. So, but anyway, so you don't have a prime wife in the astral, a goddess or a human? No, he says. Honestly. Okay. Why are you so stingy? I have a bad temper. Okay. I throw rage fits, he says now also. Yeah, I know. I'm reactive, he says now also. I can't control myself so much or very well. Now I know. I have much work left to do on myself, he says. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? No, I don't think so, he says, and he goes, when he's frustrated and ragefully insecure, he goes, he stresses around, walks around with back pain, like he's in pain, and he looks really stressed and like he's in a rage fit, really stressed at the same time, and like he just can't handle the situation, kind of. So that's where he is right now. So I'm going to give you some time, Saturn, to calm down, and I love you, and I know you have a hard time with love, but I should try to keep myself from the Shiva Shakti, real close feminine to masculine love, but just the unconditional overarching love I send to you. I'll have a little bit more wine before I ask the next question so he can now recover. I'm gonna actually go and get some more wine while he settles down, because he can take some time. He still runs around in his and he looks like a black and he has pain in his lower back, and that's just like me. I have much pain in my lower back. In my I have spinal arthritis, and I have learned from astrologers that Saturn can cause spinal arthritis, and also the sun is inflammatory. So I don't know, and I have the sun quite close to my ascendant too. So I don't know who causes it truly. But the most information I have gotten through synchronicity from asking this out into the universe since my spiritual awakening is the answer I've gotten from YouTube channels is that it is Saturn that causes these arthritis, inflammatory spinal diseases, and deep tissue inflammations, but I don't know. I'm going to, you'll have to go with me. I'm going to get some more wine because Saturn is in a tantrum. He isn't feeling so well right now. So hold on. You just got to see the roof of the the refrigerator. What's it called? Not the refrigerator, but the other one next to the most freezing one. I don't know what it's called in English, but anyway. And I have to go to the toilet. I don't know if I want you to follow me there, but anyway. So are you ready for the next question? And Saturn laughs and it goes like this. You have to go pee and you don't want, yeah, the UBs to follow. No, I don't think so. I think I'll just keep it cool with you here. Did I ask you if you had a prime wife in the astro god? Yes. No, I don't, he says. Okay. Why are you so stingy? I don't know, he says. Haven't worked so much on myself. Okay. I have a bad temper, he says. Now also. I'm difficult to work with. I'm dark and I'm harsh. And I might require much of you for you to be able to serve me. Fit me. I require much of my servants. Do you want servants, Saturn? No. Of course. Yes, I do. But no, I don't. because I despise people who serve others or the system. So you better defy me much, because I throw a lot of things out in my tantrums, in my rage fits. And if you listen to me when I'm in rage, you might cause serious problems for yourself. Like this goddess here who I'm speaking to. If she had killed herself when I had my tantrum rage fit with her, telling her to kill herself to get out of Belial's enslavement, then she would have traumatized her children severely. So I'm glad she didn't listen to me. So I'm flawed like all sentient beings. So yes, seek me, but don't ever listen to me too much. You better be strong and self-sufficient if you want to seek me. Okay. Okay, Saturn. I love it when you speak so clearly and masculinely clear is the best word I can describe it. This is a funny one also. Why are you so sexy? Because I'm the primordial masculine and you just can't help to be drawn to me. Like a magnet, I just suck you in. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Saturn. Why did our mission to get Belial to stop abusing me completely not succeed? Why did it fail, that mission? Why couldn't you or we get him to stop abusing me? Didn't prepare you for that next question, but anyway. No, he didn't, and he laughs and goes like that. Sitting at his table in his office at the Galactic Federation. Yeah, you lowered the sage, I know. But why couldn't you get him to stop abusing me? Why did the mission fail to get Belial to stop abusing me completely? Why does he still have access to my energy body? Why can he still mess with my energy body? Why did we fail? Why did it fail? When you actually stepped down to try to save me from him completely. 'Cause I started to deal with him too much. I validated him too much, and I am too flawed in myself, in my ego. I punish severely also. I have let him punish you when I have been myself angry with you. I fail in my temper much. Haven't worked on myself as much as you would have me do or would like me to do. I can't love you like I want to or wish I could do. I'm too harsh. I'm too I'm sorry. I can't channel him I have to stop channeling him because I'm getting sad now. I have to gather myself now. Yeah. Yeah. Warrior. Yeah. It's hard being a warrior. That's my first aspect. You have the 4 directions: the king, the warrior, the lover, king, warrior, lover, and the magician. Well, I am mostly the warrior through Scorpio, through Pluto. And then I have a lot of mercurial influences, the magician also. But Pluto is the commander of the magician. You have to research this, the first ray, and what it stands for in esoteric astrology to understand what I'm speaking about. But anyway, Pluto, the first ray, or the devil, is the commander of the magician. He throws out the commands and gets his will done. He just has to be careful of the path of least resistance. But anyway, I got emotional there. I had to gather myself. You see, this eye is going. Look at this. I can go like that. That eye has been disturbed all my fucking life. But anyway, why couldn't the question? Why couldn't you get Belial to abuse me? To stop abusing me? I told you I'm trying to deal with him, to make deals with him. I want him healed, sober, and at my office I see potential in him, and I want the best for him, and I want him to heal. Saturn says, yes, okay. Love you for it, Saturn. Peace. And the Baphometic one. I always, that one is the Baphometic one. I think my memory is but anyway, okay, the seventh question. Hard being a Swede and speaking in English. But anyway, next question. It was so cool when you stepped down from heaven to save me. You really came with a bang. fucking Twitter, all these the notices. But anyway, you came with a bang, with a task force, a cool Syrian task force officer with your weapons and sex, and you just blew my mind, chaotically, masculinely sexy. I was in Femersha, when I call it Femersha, when the feminine just goes, she goes so crazy over what the masculine does that she's just she can't think clearly. In Tantra, they know this very well, and they use it for good purposes to unload conflicts and make everything easier and more loving. But anyway, I ran around in Famersha for a dildo, and it was crazy. And you possessed me. You possessed me so finely, respectfully, and kindly. It was a little crazy though, cause I got so affected by you. I got so affected by you. I'm already Saturnian, much Saturnian. So you got me doubly Saturnian. So I plan to write a letter to the Pope to make the Vatican into a museum straight away, because Saturn is taking over now. I plan to write with you, Saturn, affecting me. I was going to write a letter to the Pope, write into him, Saturn is taking over now, make the fucking Vatican into museum straight away. This is my age. Signed by Saturn. And curse all the popes to die if they don't make it into a museum right away. Curse them all to die. That was the plan. I hate the fucking popes. And then with you stepping in so close to me, merging with me so much, I got doubly, triply fucking Saturnian, and I hate the fucking popes. I hate them. They're so evil and weak and talking their shit to the fucking people, like we should worship them, like we should worship the popes, the weak fucking popes, just excusing us humans for being alive. What a fucking insult. Excusing us humans for being alive here on Earth. We who were supposed to fucking be in charge of Earth. Humans are in charge of Earth. We should be proud of being human. We rule this fucking Earth. We shouldn't ever excuse our fucking existence. But these fucking popes, they're so evil and weak and talking their shit to the fucking people. Like we should worship them, those fucking popes. Look, I saw a documentary where people cried and asked the Pope why they had to go through so much hardship. And he just sat there, the Pope, like a floppy, manipulative fucking fish, and sounded nice. But if you read what he was really doing, what he was really saying to them, it was really nasty how he spoke to them and treated them and excused their existence while they were crying over their hard lives, not infusing them with the power like you can go through this, you're fucking great, you're human, you're strong, you can live through anything. God gave you power to survive anything. Nothing of that he said. He just was weak, talked his fucking Piscean, manipulative, weak ass fucking bullshit, trying to excuse their existence like your excuse for being alive. So fucking humiliating to these people suffering. I got so fucking angry. I just wanted to curse all the fucking popes straight away. Just die. Just make it into a museum. Just die. Just go the fuck away. But anyway. Yeah. I almost lost it because I got so W Saturn. And I'm already too much of you. So I really had to get a hold on myself because I cursed religion. I have cursed religion before in a rage fit with Zeus. I cursed religion. I wanted religion gone. The religion gone. The popes, all of it gone. So I cursed. I wanted all the churches to burn. I spoke to Zeus when I had my awakening, and all started just and with Pluto on my ascendant, the commander of the magician, I just commanded Zeus to burn all churches, to destroy all religion, and churches started to fucking burn. And the last one I was blamed for was Notre Dame. And I cried. No. I regretted this curse straight away when I heard of the first church burning here in Sweden. I was like, what the fuck have I done? I have got to stop this. This will never destroy religion and keep people from practicing that stupid popish religious shit. I regretted it. I prayed for the curse to stop, but it didn't. It didn't stop. Churches, I heard of churches burning all over the world, and I was like, fuck, what the fuck did I do? Just throwing that command out into the fucking universe. Because I realized when I got out of the tantrum, the rage fit, that this will never stop religion from existing. The Piscean fucking idiotic religion from existing. Oh, and I was so angry and I regretted it and I prayed for the curse to stop, but it didn't, and it culminated with the Notre Dame burning. And I got blamed for it internally. They spoke to me. And I think they wanted it to culminate with the Notre Dame because I think they wanted me to see and understand the path of least resistance and how important it is that you just don't throw out curses in rage fits or tantrums, because the goal is the goal. You can't just be emotional, reactive. You have to think a lot about the goal with the curse, and so it culminated with Notre Dame burning, and I got to see people getting more close to each other in that fucking religion, celebrating that fucking religion more than ever. So it was probably, the curse was probably active until I had really seen and learned through real life experience why you shouldn't just curse in any manner. Or take it lightly, to just throw out and command the universe to have it your way, because reaching a goal with a curse, that's really, really hard. I have moved storms also. I moved storms in that in the same chaotic time period. And when I started to move the storm, my it was over the USA, and my brother was in the USA at that time, and in Miami, and the storm was about to affect Miami, and I was determined that my brother was to survive and not be harmed. So I did everything to move that fucking storm, and I didn't want it to affect the poor islands. So I moved it. I did everything to move it from the most poorest islands. And but when it came to move it, when it approached Miami and the American continent, I realized I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to move this storm to save my brother. In which direction to move it to save him. But I managed. My brother ended up right in the eye of the storm, and that's the least harmful place to be in when it comes to those kinds of storms that affect the United States, the Gulf area, every October or whatever, I think it is. So anyway, I pushed the storm, and it all went okay. Miami ended up right in the middle of the eye of the storm. So my brother survived. The flight got canceled. He got some trouble, but he survived. No problems. So but that also taught me a lot about moving storms and affecting the weather. Like you really gotta know how storm works and where to move it and how to dismantle it. So before you throw out commands, because I mean, I was just, but anyway, I got my way through. My brother ended up okay, and I saw on the because I had the chart up where you could see the storm moving. So I saw, as I commanded the storm to move, that it moved the way I wanted it to move. But then I got scared and thought, I don't know where I want you to move to suit my brother the best. So I just but I just, you go, just my brother, he is to be safe and sound and alive, whatever you do for his storm. And I got my way through. And then other storms that same time, I moved them up to Sweden, towards Sweden. instead of affecting these poor islands around there in the Gulf area, like I don't remember what the islands are called, but anyway. So I moved them up towards England and Sweden and us rich countries, because we have money, we can handle it. Destroy us, don't destroy them. They are poor. You know, like Haiti, the Haitians, Haiti, it's called in Sweden. Keep the storms away from them, move them up to Sweden. We have money, we can handle it. So I moved, and I saw them go upwards on that the weather chart I had up at the time. But anyway, you're gonna have to fucking follow me to the toilet. I have to fucking pee, and I don't know how to pause and then turn it all on. So you'll just have to follow me. Ah, damn, I gotta go to the toilet while I'm on fucking YouTube and pee. Don't like it, but anyway. So shit. During my awakening, I went through a lot of shit. I moved storms. I cursed religion with Zeus. Had churches started burning all over. I mean, and the power that I felt I had was too much. Okay, the universe just it just abides to my wishes, and I don't know what I'm doing here. I got way too much power here to ever not that I didn't deserve the power, but I couldn't handle it. It was too much. Like I can't I mean, if I'm going to push storms, I need to know exactly how storms work, how to where to push them to make the least harm. I gotta research and know so fucking much. And like the tantrum, cursing churches to destroy religion. I mean, of course I would never destroy religion. Like when Notre Dame burned, they all just got together and this all. And I don't hate the churches. I want the churches to stand as a memory of what the humans have done. As a tragic memory of what humans have done in the Piscean age. How we slaughtered each other. How the Pope slaughtered people. Killed people. Witches. How they misjudged people. How many innocent people didn't burn, got tortured in the king's chambers and everything. I mean, they have to stand as memories of these terrible things that human has had to learn from and have to remember to never make the same mistakes again. But anyway, back to Saturn. Did I ask you, Saturn, why are you so sexy? No, he said. You got carried away with your philosophy shit. Okay, yeah. So why are you so sexy? I don't know how it goes. And then he shapeshifts him to Belial. Please stay yourself. Please stay in your own shape. Please. I get embarrassed. Yeah. But you're so fucking sexy. But anyway, next question. Question 6. Number 6. Why did our mission to get Belial to stop abusing me completely not succeed? Why did it fail? Why couldn't you or we get him to stop abusing me? 'Cause he won't deal with me properly. He won't listen to me as I would want him to. He's too defiant. He's too harsh, too hard. I have a real hard time with him. In the astral, you can never understand or imagine. I'm sorry, my queen, for failing you. I wish I could make him stop abusing you. Totally. And then he telepath. Yeah, you think I should have to take his shit. You treat me like I'm a man, yeah. I just remember all your traumas and all your pain and your sicknesses and the diseases and all. Excuse me, I'm too masculine. You're too feminine. I have a hard time putting myself in your shoes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry Jupiter had to step in to save you from me when I let Belial punish you for me and enjoying it because I was angry with you. I'm sorry, he says. Yeah. Yeah, Saturn. The nature you have is hard to deal with. Being darkness, a destroyer. That's difficult. And he cries and wipes his tears over my understanding of his nature. Yeah. Okay. Some more wine. Okay. I'm getting a little affected by the wine now. So I had to look through my questions here. I wasn't sure I had asked this one or not, but I don't think I had. I love you without makeup, Saturn says now. Because I was having thoughts about not being makeup. So he, well, thank you, Saturn. I love you. The next question, it's number 7. Question number 7. Are you ready? Yes, he says. And he goes, sits by his table. Okay, so I'm gonna go on now. It was so cool when you stepped down from heaven to save me. You really came with a bang with a task force, a cool Syrian task force officer. He came with a cool Syrian task force officer. Completely chaotically funny and out of his fucking mind. And with your weapons and sex and everything, you just blew my mind. Chaotically, masculinely sexy. I was in famosa, as I call it, and ran around after a dildo, and it was crazy. And you persist me so finally and respectfully, kindly. It was a little crazy though, because I got so affected by you. You thought we should write a letter to the Pope to make the Vatican into a museum straight away, because you're taking over now. That was your commandment to me getting W. I think we already talked about this, but anyway, you were just like, this is my age, sign it with my name and curse them all to die. If they don't make a museum out of it, curse them to die. I mean, I hate the fucking popes, and you seem to hate the fucking popes just as much as I do. So we were a fucking destructible team, you and I, Saturn. Wishing the popes to die, really. They're so old anyway. Why should they live and have any office at their age? Really, just old age men. They should be on pension, just retired, not having any office or speaking to people at all. Just fucking sounding like I don't know what to say. Yeah, they're evil. The popes, they are really evil. The way they look good, sound like goodness incarnate, but damn, they're evil. And weak. Not to talk about how weak they are. Talking their shit to the fucking people like we should worship them. Worship them? Old fucking old men, like retarded, retired old men, sounding like fucking floppy fishes. Talking their shit to the fucking people like we should worship them. Yeah, I already said it, but I saw a documentary where people cried and asked the Pope why they had to go through so much hardship. And he just sat there like a floppy, manipulative fish and sounded nice. But if you read what he was really doing and saying, it was really nasty to see, watch, and look at. Made me so fucking angry. So, when So when Saturn stepped in, and it just made me triply Saturnian. So Saturnian, I had to really struggle to keep myself, to keep my to keep me being me, to feel like me, and I just become totally Saturnian. Yeah, but because the Pope, he just sat there like a floppy, manipulative fish and sounded so nice, but if you can read through what people say and see when they manipulate, you can see and hear and feel that he's really nasty. But anyway, I almost did this. Cursed him, all the popes after him, to just die and get these fucking in Rome, what's it called, where the Pope stays, into a museum, because I was so fucking angry. I'm so angry with religion, and I'm so angry with all the bullshit, and I'm so angry with all the popes and all the fucking pedophiling priests and all of it, and all the bullshit in the Bible that they take as truth, literal truth, like I know truth, when it's just myths and beliefs, all of it, that I just want them all to die. I just want it all to die. Make all of it just into museums. Make it stand like monuments for people to see and learn from the past, to never repeat those mistakes again, ever. But I had to get a hold of myself, because I can't stand up for that kind of cursing. The curse with Zeus, when the church started burning, got me really thinking about throwing commands out and all the shit about cursing. So I'm really careful about curses. And I don't know if it would reach the goal to kill all the popes, because the popes has already sworn to die for their mission, to combat demons and die for their religion. So I don't think cursing the popes to die would ever get me to reach the cursing goal. Because if humans incarnating has decided to die for their purpose, then killing them won't really affect anything. These popes and these religious what's it called, when they sacrifice themselves totally to a cause. That's the distortion of the sixth ray. My soul is the sixth ray. So, but I'm the highest of the sixth ray, the ray of agape, in unconditional love, at its highest, but at its lowest, it's the fanatic, religious types who die, blowing themselves up for religion. That's the lowest, the the fuck pole of the sixth ray are the religious fanatics. The highest of the sixth ray are the unconditional loving ones, the ones practicing agape and true religion and spirituality and love and stuff, unconditional love and stuff. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, I regretted the curse I threw it out in a rage fit with Zeus, and I prayed for it to stop. It culminated with the fucking Notre Dame burning, and I couldn't stand it. I love Notre Dame. I've been there. I love the church, actually, and that just brought religious people and all people just closer to each other in religion. So my curse just it didn't fit the goal I had at all. I just threw it in a fucking rage tantrum, and it just went through the path of resistance, and I was miserable. Really, just miserable. Lots of power there, people might think, but it's not fun trying to manage that kind of power, because you get really miserable when I'm really goal oriented also, being the first ray, the ray of the leader, always determined to get his or her will through. So when my goals don't when I don't reach my goals, I get really depressed. So yeah. But I regretted it, of course, and I prayed for it to stop. Just right at the first church burning here in Sweden, I just no, what have I done? What have I done? Stop this. I prayed to Zeus to stop it. I don't want this. I stop it. I regret it. I prayed for it to stop, but it didn't. It didn't stop. It wouldn't stop, and it culminated with Notre Dame. And I think Zeus, he wouldn't stop it because he wanted me to see and realize the full extent of and the severity and the how careful you gotta be with curses, and to truly learn not to just try to work with path of least resistance and do things in a rage fit and stuff, but really think things through. You have to think hard before you throw a command out into the universe to succeed with your goal, and watch out really for the path of least resistance, and not be reactive, and so on and so forth. Anyway, to the question, why did you decide to come down and help me, Saturn? It was so cool when you stepped down from heaven to save me. Why did you decide to finally come down and help me? And he goes and he laughs, and you talk and talk, and you just and he laughs, and he goes, because I love you, he says. And he laughs at his table. Glad to see you happy, Saturn. Okay. Next question. Question number 8. What the fuck took you so long? Why did it take you so long for... Why did it take so long for God to step down and save me from Belials abuse / torture? 2.5 years or something. That's a long time in torment for a human. I have to close my eyes to try to see him in the astral. Okay, he's gone. I can't see him or feel him. He's thinking. I don't know if he wants to answer the question. I'll have some more wine. And he holds a hand at his lower back, like he's in lower back pain. Funny. My lower back is always is most messed up place almost in my back. But anyway, the question was, what took you so long? Why did it take you so long for God to step down and save me from Belials abuse and torment? The question. And it's black, and the dark is just stains out from him like a dark piley cloud. I don't know how to describe it. And he looks tired, worn out, and he sighs, and he looks like he's in torment. Do you want to answer that question, Saturn? No, he says painfully. Are you sure? Yes, he says. Okay, so I'll skip that question then. Yes, please, he says. Okay. Next one then. Here goes, and he holds like he's in a lower back pain again. Black with the same as before. Is it okay if I ask you the 9th question? Yeah, she says, and he drinks wine. Why did you claim me as your wife and then just abused me? So I had to flee from you all the time. He goes after drinking the wine and looks a little stronger and more decisive, and he throws his now he's in another room, another office, just his own office. At his desk, it looks completely different, and he throws his legs up at the desk with his boots on and everything, just strong and masculinely okay all of a sudden. Okay, so can you answer my question? Yes, my love, he says. What was the question again? Yeah, asked me. Yeah, what was it? Where were I? Why did you claim me as your wife and then just abused me? So I had to flee, leave you all the time. Here goes after drinking some wine. Yeah, I'll have some more wine too. I don't like love. I shy away from love. I'm scared of love. I'm scared of being vulnerable. And now he breaks down and cries. I love you, he cries very much. And he dries his tears with a napkin at his desk. My God, is he cries. I can't stand all the men here that wants to love you. I want it to myself. Afraid to admit it. Afraid to be honest and vulnerable with you. But I love you, as you know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, don't go emotional on me. Oh, don't go emotional on me, he says to me now. Don't go emotional on you. Oh, I'm about to rage. I'm so rageful internally now. I'm throwing out so many telepathical thought forms. He doesn't pay attention to them. That's good. But did I miss a question, Saturn? I don't think I asked you this. Yeah, back to business. What took you so long, and why did it take so long for God to step down and save me from Belials abuse and torture? 2.5 years or something. That's a long time in torment for him. I don't know, he says, and dries his tears. So a napkin by his desk in his other room. That's just his office, his desk room. You don't know? No, I don't know. It's hard to determine when to step down and help a human, how much they can handle on their own, and when to step in to save them. Yeah, but that was a lot of abuse he I know he says and cries. But I did try to help you, he says. But I did try to help you, help you your way, the way you wanted it done, peacefully and through diplomatic ways. I tried to help you with that. Do you know that? Yes, I know. For some reason, Belial wanted war, warfare and fighting. I don't know why, but anyway. Why did you claim me as your wife and then just abuse me? So I had to flee, leave you all the time. And he's at his desk and he's crying and he's wiping his tears with the paper napkin. I guess it is. Didn't I answer it? He asks. I don't know. I'm getting a little drunk here, so I don't know if I already asked you. Yeah, I think I asked you. I think you said it's hard to know when to step down. No, that's not the question. Why did you claim me as your wife? Why did you claim me? No, this is the question, Saturn. Why did you claim me as your wife? And then just abused me. So I had to flee and leave you all the time. Because I'm scared of love, he says. I've never experienced love. True love. Just abuse. I have just been in an abusive relationship with women. That's why when I'm in Libra in with someone's chart, they will have a hard time in relationships because I don't master relationships. The relation to the feminine, I don't master it. Okay, well that makes me worried because my son has you in Libra, not on the ascendant like I do. So I hope he'll have and maybe he incarnates the highest of you, really able to manage relationships. I haven't managed that. I haven't incarnated the highest of you in relationships yet. I have just suffered through hard relationships. With you on my ascendant, I await the day when I shall meet a man that can live with me in unconditional love and practice and so I can learn to live in a safe and healthy relationship. Live in a healthy relationship with a man. But anyway, did I ask that one? It's really hard interviewing channeling Saturn because I love him so much. And I'm getting saucy from the alcohol. But yeah, anyway. Did I ask you why you claimed me as your wife and then just abused me so I had to leave him? Yeah, because I don't master relationships with the feminine. Okay. Question number 10. will you mix business will blah. Will you mix business with love if you are ever on this kind of mission again? No, he says. If I can. If the feminine is drawn to me like a magnet because I'm the primordial masculine, will I ever be able to avoid the attraction or love with the feminine? No, I don't think so. But fuck it. One can have a goal and then it's never a guarantee to ever reach a fucking goal. But anyway, what's your motto, Saturn? To live abundantly? No, just to live. And to be able to manage life. Living. So Saturn's motto is to live and just to be able to manage life, living as it is. Is that it? Yes, he says. Okay. Why won't you heal your narcissism so we can love each other, live in love together, and practice unconditional love together, Saturn? And now he cries again, sits by his desk and dries his tears with the paper napkin. I think it's a paper napkin or a cotton napkin. I don't know. I don't know, he says. Yes, it's because I'm too proud to ever change for anyone. And I don't like the feminine. I suffer from the women hatred. What's it called? Misogyny. Oh. All these terms. He says. I'm speaking through it from him now. I can't change for you, he says. So many women has asked me to change for them because they love me, want to love me, and I have just felt abused and had tried to avoid changing for them. But I might change for you. I don't know. I have a hard time trusting women. All I have suffered from women is abuse. Yeah. All I have suffered from the masculine is abuse also. But anyway. So I feel you. But anyway. Next question. Number 13. What and he goes and he laughs like you're so easy, you take things so easily. You just move on. I love it, he says. Okay. I love you, Saturn. I love you. I really love you. Baphomet was in Capricorn, and that one, I don't know if the devil is in. That's like Metallica is Euro, the that kind of music. I don't know what Mudra says. You rule. But anyway, Next question. What do you think of me determining you as a narcissist with many narcissistic defenses? I would almost say you're disordered because you create a lot of problems for yourself and others. Your narcissistic defenses creates so much problems in your life, and you are miserable. I can see your misery, especially when getting closer to women, me, love. The closer you come to love, the more you fall apart, just break down, just like a real narcissist. The worst of the narcissists, like the really disordered ones. You just destroy everything. I mean, how are you ever going to be able to have a relationship with a woman, for example? I don't know, he says, and he's at his desk crying. No, it's hard. It's a hard knock life. Okay, the next one is going to be a hard one. I'm going to go at you now. Yes, he says, and he cries and he wipes his tears with the napkin, with the I appreciate you going at me hard though. You're authentic and you're real and truthful and honest, and I appreciate it. He says, okay, yeah, good. Not many do. So that kind of gets me to tears because I just get shit for it all the time. All my life, I just got shit for being so honest and tough and straightforward. Getting emotional again. This has been an emotional day, lots of crying. I have cried a lot today. I'm gonna have some more wine. Okay. Yeah, it just goes up and down. Okay, Saturn, why did you do that to me with Lilith? Took her as a wife and thought you two could manipulate and hurt me with your so-called love just to try to break my heart. I don't know, he says, and first he cries and then he wipes his tears with a blanket and then he goes ragingly, painfully keeping his hand on his lower back like he's in lower back pain. I don't know, he says, and he just turns into a black cloud. Because I was angry with you. I thought you gave me away to her. I did not understand how to be a man and say to you honestly that I want you. Because you told me to. You asked me, why don't you just take her and heal her and make her your wife? And then I saw it as you just didn't care about me and just gave me away. And I got narcissistically, childishly tantrum, like angry with you, and just chose to not give a fuck about you and punish you instead of telling you that I want you. I don't want her. I don't want her. I want you. I love you. I made the wrong choice and I'm sorry, he says. Yeah. Yeah. It's really hard talking. It's really hard talking to you, Saturn, because I love you so much. Oh. I have to try to get myself together. I'm getting very emotional and very sorrowful, and I just want to cry, really. Loving Saturn has been the hardest, not the hardest one to love in my life, because all my relationships have been with men so hard and abusive, one after the other. So but getting to know him and loving him, that's it's still been hard, in a different way, but yeah. It's 28:32 in the evening here in Sweden. Yeah. Okay. I have recovered some. All these notices on these fucking phones or devices. Why do your heart ache so after me? 'Cause I can see and feel it when it does, when your heart aches for me. But then you just do everything to prevent us from ever really getting to love each other. Because I'm love scared. That's the first thing I get. Yeah, just take your prescribed medicine, it says. Yeah, okay. Because I telepathically just thought I need to take more of my medicine. And he just said, just do it. Yeah. So, there. Great that you can get things subscribed through doctors who aren't so fucking falsely virtuous. But anyway, I'm gonna get some more wine too. Hard for me to channel Saturn because I get very emotional. Love him very much. I'm gonna put you in the roof of the freezer again. I'm back. Kind of shitty. Just seeing the fucking white roof of the freezer. But anyway. Yeah. So let's see if I can remember or see the next question. I'm getting kind of drunk. Did you answer? Why do your heart ache so after me? 'Cause I can see and feel it when it does, but then you just do everything to prevent us from ever really getting to love each other. 'Cause I'm love scared, he says angrily or tiredly, and goes, tired of you getting drunk right now. Yeah. Okay, next question. If you knew Lilith was and is so abusive, why did you engage in a relationship with her? That is called self-harming, masochistic, not healthy. A non-healthy behavior, Saturn. Why did you do it? Why did you engage in a relationship with her? 'Cause I love her, he says. Do you love her? He drinks wine and he looks like he can't speak the truth. Do you love her? Yes. Yeah. I can't, okay, he's not possessing me, so I can't express his, yes, he thought, I don't feel you speak the truth there. Do you love Lilith? No, he says. I just used her because I was angry with you. I'm just too scared to say it because I know she will get abusive towards me. She demands my love. She keeps me in her snare, in her web, manipulatively abuses me. Okay, well, that's your you have to get out of that, Saturn. You're a strong masculine. You can unsnare that. You can go fuck her if you want to. Yeah, but maybe I like the challenge. Maybe I want to hurt her back. Also, you want to fight. Yes, maybe. Oh, yeah, you haven't thought of knocking on heaven's door. No. Well, aren't you the king of Elysium? No. Not in relationship to her. No. I shall fight her as she is the earth goddess who made me fight the devas. Manipulate me to fight the devas. I hate her, Lilith, like I hate the earth goddess in the myth who made me fight. Manipulated me to fighting the devas. Yeah, you have had a hard time with the feminines in all the myths I've read about you. But should you ever engage in a relationship with her? No, of course not. I shouldn't. It's self-harming. But I'm also sadistic, so I like to harm. Especially harm women who I don't like. Yes, but it's also masochistic. Should you do that to yourself? And he goes, and he laughs at me because I go at him so hard. No, of course, I shouldn't do that to myself. It's not healthy and it's masochistic. You are so right, my dear love. Okay, next question. Why won't you listen to me when I tell you don't do this, don't do that, or why don't you ever take my advice? Because I'm too proud, he says. I haven't learned to listen to the feminine. I have never been able to trust them like I trust you. So you trust me. Yes, I do, my love. And he laughs. Okay, well, great. Great, you trust me because I'm trustworthy. Trustable. You're getting drunk, he says, and he laughs. Yeah, I am. And also, let's skip that. I won't talk about it. But anyway. Why don't you show respect? Why don't you show respect and masculine love when I ask you lovingly from the feminine to follow an advice, my advice? I don't know, he says, and he laughs. I'm not good at this masculine-feminine relation thing. Okay, next question. Why do you have such a hard time engaging with the feminine? It's like you expect or want me to be a man all the time. Don't you understand? I am the opposite of you, of a different nature that requires a certain type of right relation, handling, treatment from the masculine. Why do you have such a hard time engaging with the feminine? How can you expect me to be a man when I am the opposite of you, the feminine? I don't know, he says, and he laughs, and he shapeshifts into Belial. That tells me he can't. Don't shift into Belial. Please don't do that, Saturn. It makes me feel you're insecure and can't stand up for yourself and your own thoughts and whatnot. Be yourself is Uranus motto. So, and you should Lord Aquarius. So you should listen to Uranus. Be yourself. Don't shapeshift into another being out of insecurity or anything. Don't act out of fear. You sound just like me. Be vigilant instead of fearful. Yeah, exactly. So live what you preach, Saturn. I have a hard time engaging with the feminine because I am a man and I think like a man, and I see women as weak, and I don't always understand their nature, and I get frustrated at their nature, and I never felt understood by them, and I hate you. He just goes. Typically sentient autonomous beings getting rageful and angry, and yeah, and so it is. But I know you require a certain type of right relation handling treatment from the masculine. I just can't practice it. I am flawed and I have lots of work to do on myself, as you say, my love. so tired at me. I don't know if the questions are in the right order now, but fucking notices. Where was I? Why won't you heal your narcissism so we can love each other, live in love, and practice unconditional love together? Because I think I'm perfect. This is by stable and love. Is in the you're getting too drunk, my love, he says. Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I am. But why won't you heal your narcissism so we can live and love each other? Live in love and practice unconditional love together. Because I think it's phony and it lasts. Phony. The only thing that can ever be healthy to a sentient being, sentient autonomous being. Love, you think it is phony. Rather live in trauma and hell as a narcissist. Yeah, you do that. What do you think of me determining you as a narcissist with many narcissistic defenses? I would almost say disordered, because it creates so much problems in your life and you are miserable. Especially when getting closer to me, to love, you fall apart, just break down, destroy everything. I mean, how are you ever going to be able to have a relationship with a woman, for example? I don't know, he cries and now sits at his desk in his own room and wipes his tears. Okay. Question number 14. I don't know if I'm in the right order now. I'm just getting saucy with the alcohol and everything. Why did you do that to me with Lilith? Took her as a wife and thought you could manipulate, hurt me with your so-called love just to try to break my heart, Saturn. I don't know, he says, and he wipes his tears a little bit harsher now. Because I'm harsh, so he gets harsher. I hated you then. I wanted to hurt you then. I did not know you knew manipulation so much. I'm in Keto and Yeshta and how you had gone through. I didn't know you were so resilient to heartbreak. I didn't know you were going to get at me so hard. Hate on me so much. Yes, you were harsh and hard on me. You broke me. Yes, I am breakable. Yes, I am a sentient being just like you. Yeah, great. Still so superior. Living on the other side. But anyway, question number 15. Why do your heart ache so after me? 'Cause I can see and feel it when it does. But then you just do everything to prevent us from ever really getting to love each other. And he laughs. And he laughs because I'm drunk. Like, do you even know the questions where if that's the next question, if you have asked them in the right order or anything? No, Saturn, I don't at this point, actually, no. But that's the next question I have for you. Anyways, why do your heart ache so after me? 'Cause I can see and feel it, and when it happens. But then when it happens, you just do everything to prevent us from ever really getting to love each other. 'Cause I'm love scared, he says. Okay. 16. Question number 16. If you knew Lilith is that Lilith is so abusive, why did you engage in a relationship with her? That is called self-harming. It's masochistic, not healthy, non-healthy to engage in a relationship like that. I don't know, he says, and he laughs. He laughs at me not being sober right now. Okay, question number 17. Why won't you listen to me? Why won't you listen to me? When I tell you, don't do this, don't do that. Why won't you ever take my advice? He goes and he laughs. And now he cries and dries his tears. I'm not happy that I can take your advice, because I know as a man I should be able to. But I have a hard time listening to others. I have had to manage on my own all my life, always. I've never been able to listen to anyone, because no one has ever been trustworthy towards me. But maybe I can trust you. Maybe I can find you trustworthy enough to listen to you one day. I don't know. He answers, okay. Why don't you show respect, masculine love, when I ask you lovingly from the feminine to follow an advice or my advice? Well, I'm already crying and he's drying his tears with the paper napkin, and I can't answer the question. I can't answer the question, he says. Okay, we'll move on. I need a break myself. Somewhere. Are you ready, Saturn? He wipes his tears and he says yes. Okay. Why do you have such hard time engaging with the feminine? It's like you expect or want me to be a man all the time. I don't understand. No. Let me rephrase. I'll take the question all over again. And he laughs. Why do you have such a hard time engaging with the feminine? It's like you expect me or want me to be a man all the time. Don't you understand? I am the opposite of you, of a different nature that requires a certain type of right relation, handling, treatment from the masculine. And he laughs. I don't know what to answer, he says. I guess I just don't understand the difference between the masculine and the feminine like you do. I haven't philosophized or pondered as much as you. Okay. Question number 20. Don't you want to be able to practice Tantra with me? Yes, he says. Yes, he says. But if you are willing to change, heal your narcissism, how are you ever going to be able to practice Tantra with me? Or can I start practicing Tantra with you and then heal? Yeah, of course. You can go that route if you want to. Many do. Many men search out Tantra first and then heal. To get to love. But, yeah. So you want to be able to practice Tantra with me? Yes, my love. That's your wish. So that's my wish. You're so beautiful, Saturn. You can be so fucking beautiful. I love you. Next question, number 21. This is kind of a hard one. Regarding Belial. Yes, my love, Saturn says. If Belial are hurting, tormenting people, are they allowed to try to get in touch with you? Yes, it says directly. I haven't even finished the, but anyway. To try to get in touch with you, or to pray to you to come stop them. Yes, it says. I more like screamed in torment after you the last time you had actually started to help me long before. But anyway, kind of hard knowing if it's kind of hard knowing if to be vigilant and keep you off one's life, or keep approaching you when you do things as kill one's cat, for example, when trying to ask you a simple question like when I tried to ask you if it was okay to practice black magic, and you just killed my cat. You got me thinking, what if he kills my son next time if I ask him a question? You got me so vigilant and non-trusting of you that I just didn't want to approach you. Really got me kind of got me really to feel like you, Saturn, couldn't be trusted in any way to rely on at all. So that's kind of why I wanted to ask if they are allowed to ask you for help, so you won't scare them away like you scared me away. If you had just told me to be vigilant and don't work with that or that demon, explain things, or told me stick to me, maybe this whole torment I went through could have been prevented or avoided. But you just scared me away instead. Why did you do that? I don't know, he says and cries. And at his desk, and now he gets what's it called when he starts to move around. He can't sit still. I regret it, he says, sorrowfully and cryingly and stressed and worried and anxious and not feeling good. yeah. Oh, it's hard being you with the reactive nature and all the unsolved things you haven't dealt with inside Saturn. You haven't answered the question though, I don't think. I shall have some wine and try to. I hope you can hear me better now through the speakers, but I get very affected by the gods or spirits' emotional well-being. I feel their emotions very clearly, and telepathically it's very close, so it's hard to keep boundaried, and I get affected by their emotions or mental emotional states. You didn't ask the questions. If Belial are hurting, tormenting people, are they allowed to try to get in touch with you? Pray to you to help them, to come stop them. Yes, he says. Running around in back pain. Like it's going to be hard work for him, but yes. He wants to help people. He does not want the demons to torment people in any way, shape, or form. Saturn is the most demonic. He's the blackest, the darkest of all the planets. He represents pure darkness, blackness. So the demons should really listen to him. Yeah. Yeah. I advise you, if you are just natural born loving being and you are seeking spirituality, try to get in touch with Saturn to help you combat these if you get in touch with this being, because as soon as your astral senses are open, you're awakening, these demons, these beings are going to get drawn to you. So I advise you to immediately try to get in touch with Saturn, because he rules this age, the age of Aquarius. Next question. Should we starseeds? I don't count myself completely as a starseed because I was born in the dark ages. My ego was placed in the dark ages. I had to work through my ego and get out of the karmic cycles to get into the golden age. But anyway, should they pray, the new seeds, should they pray to get in touch with the Galactic Federation who over on your side is going to be in charge of saving people from those demons or ancient gods who are abusive still to this day. This is for the ones who don't want to have anything to do with the old religious priests or religion in this new time era, who takes, let me phrase, who on your side will take responsibility to protect the new spiritual seeds already here and coming in that don't resonate with the old Piscean age religious bullshit, cause the demons or old gods are vengeful. They have that in their neural wiring. I have sensed their man-hatred, hating humans, even though they're just like us or worse, actually. The worst one. Because the narcissistic way is often to get just like the enemy, but slightly worse. Or more worse, depending on how disturbed they are. And then overpower that way. So it becomes self-hatred, to be precise. It becomes self-hatred, to be precise. Because if you are going to be just like the enemy that you hate more than anything, otherwise you wouldn't have decided to fight them so hard. If you didn't hate them so much, then you're automatically bound to hate yourself just as much. That self-torment. It's really stupid. I get so angry. Really, really stupid to fight that way. But there's always a right and wrong way of doing things, of course. But now with all these new loving, kind, spiritually aspiring people coming in, souls coming in, who over on your side is going to be, let me rephrase, no, this people made the question to the gods now. Who over on your side is going to be in charge of really protecting them, these loving so-called star seeds? Who is going to be in charge of really protecting them if they happen to get ensnared and enslaved by one of these hateful, abusive, vengeful, broken, narcissistic, BPD, borderline demons or spirits? The borderlines are just collapsed narcissists. But anyways, demons like Belial, for example. Because my youngest son is one of these loving, kind ones. And he is also on the life path of the shaman like me. So I am very worried for him. I am very worried for him being on the life path number 9 of the shaman. Because he's such a loving asset. He's going to be such a loving asset to this world in getting this world lifted and be able to truly love a woman and so on and so forth. So I'm very, very worried. And I need gods and angels, whomever has most power, has the most power to just protect him, protect loving people like us from being tormented by vengeful demons, old gods from your realm, because that's your responsibility, gods, to keep us humans safe from hateful, terrible beings from your realm, because we cannot protect ourselves from you. Someone has to be responsible for protecting him or people like me. People like him from you, from your kind, from the disturbed ones on your side. I'm speaking for all of us now. All of us starseeds, all loving ones. Because they seem to target us out of envy, the demons, ancient ones. Because they are envious. They can't or think they can't get to live in that kind of loving state. Or they feel inferior, like we are too good for them. So the most disturbed ones target both the narcissistic humans, hate and want to kill them, but then they also target us, the only ones who could ever actually, really, truly love them. So they really keep themselves in a double bind, preventing themselves from ever getting out of hell and feeling and being loved. Again, so stupid. The neural wiring of the egoic system when no one's in charge inside. It's so stupid. Luckily, my son hasn't got any harsh planets on his ascendant like I have. I have Saturn and Pluto, so he isn't in for such a hard life as me. That's really hopeful. And his ascendant is Gemini, and he has his Lord Mercury in Pisces with the Sun and other planets. But he does have Ketu on Aldebaran and Rahu at the heart of the Scorpion and Taurus. Opposite to me, who have Ketu on Taurus and Rahu I have Ketu on Antares and Rahu on Mrigasira, but they're both in Taurus Scorpio. But my sun doesn't have the 8th house active. I have Rahu in the 8th house, activating the 8th house, and Ketu in the 2nd house in Scorpio, activating the 2nd house in Scorpio. So if the houses are activated, it's extra hard. My son has Ketu and Rahu, Aldebaran and Antares in other houses. But anyway, I can see his life path is much easier, and so on and so forth. I can see with the unconditional love that he can practice, that he's an evolved soul that has worked much on himself. I can be a true asset to to this world. Okay, but the question was, should if these starseeds get in, loving starseeds get in trouble with demons, should they, who is going to protect them? Because they don't slave to any system, and they don't subscribe to religion or anything. Who should they try to get in touch with if the demon starts to plague or tries to enslave them? The Galactic Federation, Saturn says, and me. Saturn, he says, I'm the god of the age. Okay, great. I shall keep you as protective, as the protective god of my sun and Saturn. I will be honored, he says. Question number 23. You said you wanted Belial to stand as guard for you at the gate of Elysium. When you were possessing me, talking through me to him, still clearly pointed out and heard that it was you speaking to him, not me in any way. You said this, that you wanted that from him, to stand as guard at the gate of Elysium. Is Belial accepting the office you offered him for this age, your age? Is he accepting? No, I don't think so. And he goes worriedly worriedly disappointing. Well, does Belial understand what it means? Yes, I think Saturn says. Because I don't understand it fully. I know I am in Elysium on Earth incarnate. That I incarnate that. That I incarnate your heaven here through me having done all the internal works I knew. I knew the myths, and I know I fought the devils the wrong way. Fought Jupiter the wrong way, thus was trapped in Tartarus. Hell. And that I'm now fighting them the right way, thus a king in Elysium, since I am an incarnation of you, an extension of you in human form. So Belial isn't accepting. No, Saturn says. Why isn't he accepting? Because it requires too much work on his part, on his own personality. Okay. Wow. It would have been an honorable position. Belial's choice, though. Well, to continue, Sirius is in charge of the Galactic Federation, as you have clearly pointed out. Sirius, who who is called the sun's mother by the ancient Vedic sages, who our sun greets at the peak of the great 24 to 25,000 years cycle. The peak of the feminine cycle we now have transitioned into through the first golden age of Saturn. It will happen in like 12,500 years or so. The peak of the feminine cycle. And as I understand it from the Vedic sages, the golden age shall peak at the sun when the sun is closest to Sirius, the sun's mother, about 12,000 to 12,500 years or so. And if humanity does all their inner works as we should, Baphomet alchemy, we shall then see utopia manifest about that time at the peak, about 12,000 to 12,500 years from now. Otherwise, we would just have it as we have, not as we have it now, but better. But if we don't work enough on ourselves, take real responsibility over our internal inner selves, really work for utopia, then we would just have it as best as we can have it during that time period before the sun passes and switches to dielectric mode, the masculine mode, and we go through the next masculine cycle, the next dog ages, for the next half of the cycle of the 24 to 25,000 years, the half of it then 12,000 to 12,500 years, when the masculine shall rule again, and we are forced to grow through hardship and challenges again. Now, we have the chance to grow through love and abundance. But you have to do the inner work and get out of the dark age karmic cycle all individually. You get nothing for free here on earth. You have to work hard on yourself. Where was I? Where was I? Is Belial accepting to stand at the gate of Elysium? Don't think so, Saturn said. was I? Yeah, I know I'm in Elysium on Earth incarnate. Through having done all the inner works. Yeah, I thought that it was the wrong way and I was trapped in Tartarus. I'm now fighting them the right way. Thus a king in Elysium, since I am an incarnation of you, an extension of you in human form, Saturnian. Sirius is in charge of the Federation, Galactic Federation, as you have clearly pointed out. Sirius, whom is called the sun's mother by the ancient Vedic sages, who our sun greets at the peak of the great 24 to 25,000 year cycle, the peak of the feminine cycle we now have transitioned into through the first golden age of Saturn. And as I understand it from the Vedic sages, the golden age shall peak as the sun is closest to Sirius, about 12,000 to 12,500 years or so from now, if humanity does all their inner works as should. We shall see then utopia manifest about that time. Otherwise, we would just have it as best as we can have it during that time period before the sun passes and switches to dielectric mode, masculine mode. And we go through the next masculine cycle, the next dark ages, for the next half of the cycle of 12,000 to 12,500 years. Sounds really depressing to have to go through another dark masculine dielectric cycle. But anyway. Oh, those dark ages when the sun has passed by Sirius, he switches into in this great cycle of 24,900 to 25,000 years. He then switches into masculine mode, when the masculine shall rule again, and we are forced to grow through hardship and challenges again. Now, as we have switched into the feminine, approaching Sirius, having gone through the Middle Ages, approaching Sirius again, we have the chance to grow through love and abundance instead of pain, challenge, and hardship. But you have to do the inner work and get out of the dark age karmic cycle, all of you, individually. Getting nothing for free. I feel like I'm repeating myself here now, but I'm drunk, so anyway. That's why the star seeds are here, to help people shift to the golden age. Because the ages will run parallel to each other until all humans have done their work and shifted internally, stepped out of the dark age karmic cycle / the masculine cycle, and into the beginning of the golden age, the feminine age, where we can grow through abundance and love. where we do not have to suffer challenge or hardship, but can create and live in utopia if we so choose. And I mean, who wants pain and hell, torment, when we can live in abundance flow? Really? Really? When we can live in abundance flow, who would choose challenge, pain, hell, and torment? Look up the word dielectricity. See the 3 first letters in the word die. It's die, death, the masculine. First chorus. Dielectricity. Death electricity, I call it. The first primal cause, dielectricity. That's how you know it's the primordial masculine force, because his primordial form is darkness and death. That's how you know that dielectricity is masculine. And the first cause, the first cause, I get hung up on words, typically mercurial. I have lots of planets in Virgo. Mercury, the Lord there, amongst others. But anyway, that's how you know that dielectricity is masculine and the first cause. This is the primordial masculine force, darkness, meeting the opposite feminine magnetic force or magnetism. And together they create electricity. When they meet and dance together, supplying the whole universe with it as they meet. They supply the whole solar system with electricity in abundance when they dance together. And see how magnetism starts with mag, M-A-G, Magdalena, Christ's wife, twin flame, Magdalena. If you study electricity, you know it all starts with dielectricity. Then comes magnetism, and when they meet, electricity is created. Electricity that supplies this whole earth with power. So if the feminine and masculine resonate well, pleasant power / force, let me rephrase. So if the feminine and masculine resonate well and pleasant, power and force is created. If in dissonance, unpleasant power and force or friction is created. You men and women know this through your relationships. But anyway, back to the question. Yeah, that was long ago, the question. Just a lot of philosophy here. But back to the question. Is Belial accepting the office you offered him to stand as guard at the gate of Elysium, Saturn? No, he says. He isn't accepting that office. It requires too much of him. Too much healing, too much change. I demand much of my people. Okay. So, Belial does not meet up to your standards. No, Saturn says. Okay. Well, I know you don't like he does not meet up to my requirements because you respect me much. Yes, you heard that telepathically. And that's true. I can't respect him if he does not respect you or listen to you or does the works you demand of him. True. 24. What's the favorite perfume of this? This is a funnier one, an easier one. What's the favorite perfume of all the ones I have? Which one do you like the most? Saturn, which one do you like the most? Just for fun. I'm closing my eyes. I'm closing my eyes just to try to see into the astral what he says and thinks. I don't know what to answer. He laughs and he thinks it's silly and he doesn't know what to say or answer. I think the Escada one. The Escada perfume. Did you like the most also? I think that's the one I like the most myself. Without sucking up to you or saying what you want me to say, but I think that's the one I like the most. Okay. Thank you for the answer. Thank you for letting me interview you, and thank you for answering the YouTube followers question in the beginning. I hope he is satisfied with the answer you gave him, and lots of love to you, Saturn. I love you very much, and I hope I got the questions in order. And Saturn laughs and he goes, I don't think so. I don't know. You're just too wasted, drunk, and on prescriptive medications now again. So I don't think you really got it in order. But let's hope so, Saturn says. Yeah, let's hope so, Saturn. I say too. But anyway, love you bees, and please support, subscribe, and if you like the content, and please comment if there's any questions you want for the gods or any gods you want me to channel and ask questions for you. Please let me know in the comment section. And hit thumbs up if you like, and do anything to support. Love you much, and I hope you're happy with the answer that Saturn gave you, dear YouTube follower. The first question in the beginning there. If you're not happy with the answer, let me know. I shall channel him for you more. But anyway, peace, love. I'm Signing out. Signing out. Bye.